this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the... .35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll dump this off to Achane. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 8 carries, 65 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now a give, it's Jackson. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
7 yards there and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive starts with a run from Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Hurts. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jackson is in. Touchdown 49ers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts. He's got a man complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 33 yards that time. Now back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will start. With 37 seconds to play in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It got his man complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
22 Needle. Ready.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They go play action with Hurts. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 3rd and 9 here.
Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Niners have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the 49ers continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Hurts fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Hurts.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
This taken in by Kincaid.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The 49ers get there.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Back to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Rams ready to go on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
It's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 44, Hurts.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Hurts.
Complete here. It's Hyde. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco,
they move to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season.